This next set of tweaks can be classified as Finder improvements. Now, Supercharger always allowed you to make changes to the context menu. However, there are some new options that you can set in there. If I click Configure, some of the best new additions include displaying the dates created, the date modified, and the date added within the context menu. And that allows you to be able to click and copy them, which could be really useful. And again, if you hover over the informational here, it tells you exactly that. Now I'm just going to pause and put some checkboxes here for some of the best new additions. And there we are, just done that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through a few of these now. So here we are with Finder open. And if I just expand this images folder here, a right click on an image file shows us our new context menu items. They're just down here towards the bottom. You can see the date created, modified, and added here. And I can click on one of these to add it to the clipboard. So if I just go into Spotlight, bring up my clipboard history, I can see that date there. So other new options that we have, if I just create a copy of this image file here, I'm going to select both of them, right click. You'll see the context menu is, of course, context aware, the clues in the name. So we don't have those dates displayed available to copy anymore because we've got two files. What we do have though down here are two actions, both called is identical. One of them has 3 dots and one of them has a question mark. This one with a question mark just asks a question. Are these two files the same? And this pop-up here tells us that they are. Now, if I right click these files again and come down and choose the other option, this window is a little bit different in that we can see the two files there are named and they are indeed identical, but you can now drag and drop some more files in there. And we can see the two identical ones are at the top, but there's a unique one now at the bottom. If you have image files and you want to find an easy way to be able to remove some metadata from them, you can do that now. Here we can see an image of Simba taken not too long ago. And this was him waiting for Lilia to come back from university. Well, if I click on the information tab here, we can see just down here, there's a GPS section, which contains all of the location metadata in there. Now, if I just switch across to find it again, then right click on the image. Thanks to Supercharge, I now have an option down here called remove location metadata. So I'll select it, come back across to preview where that image is open, and that GPS section has now disappeared. I'm sure you noticed, if I come back, that as well as remove location metadata, there was an option to remove all metadata as well that I enabled. Well, if I select that, come back to the image, it may not look like much has happened, but if I expand these sections here, they all have considerably less metadata in than they had before. Now, an example of a simple tweak, but one that definitely improves your quality of life is when you right click on a folder, we can see I've enabled an option here to create a new folder inside. I'll just give that a name. I'm going to call it cut and paste here. And I've named it that because another tweak that I've enabled in Supercharge here in this context menu is for it to display the cut command. We've pretty much always had copy, but cut doesn't always appear. Now it's there. So if you don't like using keyboard shortcuts, but you do like using a context menu, it makes it easier now for cutting and pasting. Now, if I just come back a level here, then right click on this root folder that we can see has 4 subfolders in, we also have an option down here to flatten the folder. And what that will do is it's going to get rid of the subfolders underneath, but it's going to keep all of the files. So if I click flatten here, we can see the subfolders are gone, but the files remain. They just moved into the root folder instead. Okay, just a couple more to show you. If you close a tab in Finder, but you find you want to reopen it, you can enable this toggle here, meaning that you can reopen a closed tab with Shift, Command and T. Do note, however, this only works for tabs that you close with the Command W keyboard shortcut.